You guys thought I wouldn't record another one? I'm trying to get as much content out there as we can to make up for the loss of several weeks that we had. What's up, everybody? It's me, Patu, and welcome back to my Poké Plush Living Dex video. Yes, 2 Poké Plush Living Dex videos is awesome, and this one is amazing. I have been hoping to get this little one for a while. I say little one, this guy is insanely big, and I am super happy. It is a life-size plushie, and not only that, it is a life-size Unova plushie, so you know we are for some good work. I cannot wait to show it off, but I do want to talk about my past with this specific Pokemon, specifically the pre-evolution. So whenever I first started playing the games, I didn't really know too much about the games. Black and White, of course, being my first one, I just kind of caught whatever. Most of the time, it was just me using my little Oshawott, getting him to level 100. I beat the gym leader. The first one, I believe, Silence. Silence, the one that I believe you fight if you get Oshawott. I didn't know how to get Pansage, or was it Pansear? So I ended up having to just get my Oshawott into a Dewott before I ended up actually beating the gym, which is okay. It was little me. I know I was about in double digits, 10 o'clock, or 10. I was double digits, 10 years old, but we won't count that technically. I was still little. My first Pokemon game, I didn't know too much. But getting through a specific part, there is a little bug that you run into after the second gym, and it became one of my favorites. You probably always see it on the background. I try to put it whenever I can. I don't know if you can see it right now. However, that one special Pokemon is named Sewaddle, and playing through, I used Sewaddle on my team, and my favorite part was the fact that Sewaddle wasn't the strongest, especially the way that I used them back then. Any Pokemon that was Oshawott got knocked out pretty fast. However, during that, I was able to finally evolve my little Sewaddle into this very specific Pokemon. And this very specific Pokemon ended up evolving into Swadloon.
Swadloon! Who's that?
A Swadloon!
Swadloon?
And if you guys don't know, this is from the Mochi Mochi plush set that we have in Japan. However, they are not in America, so I had to get this big boy. I actually got it from Akari, sent from Japan over here, luckily before the tariffs, so that's amazing. But this little guy is now officially in my collection. I am trying to get every single life-size Unova Pokemon. I think one day, maybe, hopefully, I'll get Scraggy. We'll see how that goes. But now adding a weird one like Swadloon to my collection, that is insanely awesome. And before anything, hands flash. Okay, I did that earlier. Basically flashed myself. I did not know that Swadloon had 2 little nub arms down there, but still very cute, I guess. Or weird, I don't know. I'm glad that it has clothes, so that's really nice. But looking at that face, that is such an adorable face. You cannot tell me otherwise. She is so freaking cute. A little depressed emo baby that is on my team. I will take it. But yes, we do have Swadloon here. And like I said, it is Mochi Mochi. So that is basically the kind of stuff that you would get with the Squishmallows and stuff like that. I'm kind of pulling it apart, but you can kind of see it kind of looks like a Smoliv from here right now. But yes, the Mochi Mochi, very, very comfortable. You can see the little parts of the sleeves right here. It's a very soft material that I say for the sleeves is more like a scarf, I believe. And the clothing that they have, the leaf clothing. But yes, it's definitely very, very soft. This is probably one of the most cuddly plushies, even though it's not a Comfy Friends or a Cuddler's plush. Super, super cute, and I'm super happy to have this little one in my collection. I gotta stop saying little one. I'm just so used to seeing Swaddles, but with this one, he is more like a pretty grand size. But continuing my story about Swadloon, I get my Swadloon, super cute, still not the strongest, still fainting every so often, so it doesn't level up. I believe 20 is whenever it evolves. So we get to Berg's gym finally, and my last Pokemon, because I did not have a fire type or anything that could actually handle Leavanny. I believe she one-shotted my Dewott, and from there I had no idea what to do. My last Pokemon with Bug Bite was Swadloon. And pretty much just like the anime, After defeating Berg with my little Swadloon, we were able to get that final shot, and even though it had fainted, had all that differences happen to it, we were able to evolve Swadloon into Leavanny. And this is where I present my life-size Leavanny plush. Let me grab it. No, I don't have a life-size Leavanny plush. Even I'm not like that. Talking to you people that got the Gardevoir life-size plushies. I'm looking at you right now. Question of the day. Did you get the Gardevoir plush? Let me know. But yes, that is my main reason for definitely falling in love with Swadloon, Sewaddle, Leavanny. Even as a kid, I didn't really see anything about Leavanny being very feminine or human-like. I liked Gardevoir too as a kid. I didn't see anything inherently strange about that because I was a kid, obviously. But I did fall in love with this collection of Pokemon, and since then, Joltik and Sewaddle definitely share a special place. Of course, we got Joltik over here. He's more the recent one that we've had fall in love with. However, if it wasn't him, Sewaddle would have definitely been right here. Sewaddle was actually almost on there before Joltik, but I think Joltik definitely fits the bill right now. But yes, guys, this is one more time what the Mochi Mochi's Swadloon plush looks like. Definitely a very unique Pokemon to get a big plush like this, but I am not mad about it because that's just more Unova love, and Unova love is always great. And for those wondering, here's also the tag that you would get with Swadloon. If you guys don't know, I do have a Muna Mochi Mochi plush as well. That's a very cool one. I got that from Karen, NYC Plushie Queen. Shout out to her. Always got to give her shout outs whenever I make a video about anything covering her. However, this was definitely an awesome pickup. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give me and Swadloon some love with a like, subscribe, and of course, comment the question of the day. It doesn't have to be the Gardevoir one. That was just a joke one. But if you do have the Gardevoir plush, I do want to know. Weirdo. But that's it for me, guys. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next week. Peace out.